Hello and welcome to Sarat Chandra IAS Academy, where your dreams are our mission. This is Yatharth here, and today we are going to discuss about the UNOPS. So we'll see what is this UNOPS and how it was important for us in the prelims this year, and what to read for the next year, 2020 and 4. All right. So the question that came was this. Consider the following infrastructure sectors. So this was clearly related directly to the infrastructure. All right. And some options were there. Affordable housing, mass rapid transport, healthcare, and renewable energy. First and foremost, all of these options are related to infrastructure directly. Whether you are talking about the healthcare, housing, healthcare, and this was mostly seen very recently in the COVID. What was healthcare infrastructure? Be it beds, hospitals, machineries, supply chain, transport systems, accessibility, delivery, all these are parts of healthcare infrastructure. All right, let's move forward and see the fourth option here, the renewable energy. So this has been much into news and it's a large part of the infrastructure. Okay, so let's see the question itself, that on how many of the following or the above, the UNOPS sustainable investments in infrastructure and innovation, the S3I initiative focus on for its investments. So this is the question here, and the pattern of asking is the same, only 1, 2, 3 or 4, all 4. All right, so it becomes important for us to figure out how many of these are there in this S3I initiative. Now we cannot know this without knowing about this S3I initiative very directly. It's a factual question. All right, we cannot guess in this question or eliminate anything. So let's see one by one. There are a few other questions I'll introduce you, because next we are going to work on these ones. These are polity. So in the next questions we'll be reading about these. What is due process of law? All right, what is the chief purpose of the constitution? We'll be reading about the preamble, fundamental rights, fundamental duties. See the chief purpose of the constitution. We'll also be seeing which of the following constitution amendments were widely believed to enacted to have become the judicial interpretations, etc. So we'll be seeing this also. However, for now let's focus on this thing, UNOPS. So its abbreviation is the UNOPS. We'll see what it means. Office for Project Services. Formation, it was formed in December 1973. So it's an rather old body. The type is independent, self-financing, member of the UN family. This detail is important. First of all and foremost, it's independent and self-financing. Independent plus self-financing. All right. Furthermore, the legal status is active. The executive director is George Moreira da Silva. This is not important, won't be asked in the exams. All right, this please read this. This is a Wikipedia link, the United Nations systems. So please read this link completely, and it will introduce you to every organization that is important view of the UN. Just read about the whole UN system once, and make notes of this. Especially what are the organizations, where are their headquarters, what do they do. All right, let's move forward. So UNOPS, United Nations Office for Project Services, is a United Nations agency dedicated to implementing infrastructure and procurement projects for the United Nations system. International financial institutions, governments, and other partners around the world. The organization's global headquarters is located in the UN City campus in Copenhagen, Denmark. Very important detail, please do not miss out on this. So UNOPS is in charge of disbursing more than 3 billion worth of developmental projects and contracts for its partners every year. Its activities have ranged from managing the construction of schools in Afghanistan to building shelters in Haiti to procuring ambulances to support the Ebola response in Liberia. Alright, so it's related to education and health. We can see this here. More recently, UNOPS, just a second, was a key partner to more than 80 countries and territories in their response to COVID-19 pandemic. So it has built schools, then worked in the health crisis, Ebola response, etc., as well as COVID. UNOPS is a member of United Nations Sustainable Development Group and works closely with the United Nations Developmental Program UNDP, the Department of Peace Operations DPO, and the World Bank. Alright, so it works in association with the World Bank, but still it is self-financing. So please remember this detail. Okay, UNOPS was established in 1973 as a part of the UNDP. This also please remember. It became an independent self-financing organization in 1995. UNOPS was created to unify standards on UN projects and contracts, which were often humanitarian or peacekeeping works in poorer countries where there was a high risk of failure. It would unify the expertise needed to accomplish goals and ensure that each UN agency did not necessarily have to be relearn the same lessons of working in certain challenging environments. So this was the main objective of this UNOPS. UNOPS concentrates its support in the areas of infrastructure, procurement, project management, human resources, and financial management services. So where does it work? It often works in the post-disaster and peace and security settings, developing countries, and economies in transition. Former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan designated UNOPS as a lead United Nations entity for complex infrastructure projects in peacekeeping settings. So basically, it's a contractor for UN in simple method or in simple explanation. Whenever UN gets a contract to do something or build an infrastructure, then it does it via the UNOPS. It's the PWD of UN. Alright. So in December 2010, the United Nations General Assembly reaffirmed the mandate of UNOPS as a central resource for the UN systems in procurement and contracts management, as well as in the civil works and physical infrastructure development, including the related capacity development activities. So this is the most important line about the UNOPS. Example of such works include building roads, schools, and health clinics, removing landmines, and providing expertise for holding elections. So when the question is asked in this manner, that what is the chief work of S3I initiative, let's say, and we don't know about this, we only know about UNOPS. Even if we know about UNOPS, we cannot guess, because if any of these is incorrect, we cannot know why option we cannot eliminate. That mass rapid transport, healthcare, renewable energy. So the probability of this option being correct is equal to this option being correct, because there is no absurdity in this. Alright, we can eliminate the absurdity always. Whenever we talk about the elimination techniques, we are via some pattern or the other doing a simple exercise of eliminating the odd one out. Odd one out can be something that goes against the common sense, that goes against the pattern we have in our mind, or the information that we know about something. So with the information we currently know about the UNOPS, even if you are watching this video with me, we cannot eliminate any option based upon its absurdity. However, affordable housing is a priority in the peacekeeping setting and security areas. Healthcare, it's a priority. Okay. Renewable energy, it goes with the sustainable investment, innovation. The mass rapid transport may seem like an absurdity for a while. Let's see. So UNOPS is a self-financing organization. It covers direct and indirect costs by charging a fee on each project supported. Okay, so this organization also takes the other charges, such as if a contract comes to UN and UN wants this project to be executed via the UN OPS, that it will take a charge from the UN body itself also or any other contractual agreements via. UNOPS pricing policy outlines how the organization aims to finance its projects. UNOPS is not for profit. That means it only takes the, let's say, works on the cost price. Furthermore, UNOPS offers implementation, advisory, and transactional services in 5 core areas of expertise. So this PWD branch of UN has 5 expertise areas. One is infrastructure. Second is procurement. Procurement to get something from somewhere in the designated area. Third is project management. Fourth thing is financial management. And fifth thing is human resources. So it has basically everything. It has human resources, it has financial management, it has procurement resources, infrastructure development, as well as the project management. So it can do everything, almost everything. Okay, furthermore, UNOPS is a legal, so please remember this also, an administrative host for several organizations. The following entities are currently under hosting agreements by UNOPS. Health, RBM partnership to end malaria, Stop TB partnership. This I have taken from Wikipedia, that's why this bracket. Defeat NCD partnership. Nutrition, scaling up nutrition, Sun movement. The Sun movement is very important. This can come directly in the question, that what is the Sun movement? Scaling up nutrition. Scaling up nutrition. So please remember this, it's related to UNOPS. Water and sanitation, Water Supply and Sanitation Collaborative Council. Sustainable Urban Development, Cities Alliance. And disaster displacement, platform on disaster displacement. In addition, the UN Water Secretariat is administered by the UNOPS. So this all is very, very important. Between, now coming to the answer of the question. So between 2014 and 21, UNOPS embarked on an impact investing initiative known as Sustainable Investment in Infrastructure and Innovation, or S3I. UNOPS former Deputy Executive Director Vitaly Vanshil-Boehm, a key architect of the initiative, was appointed as its Chief Executive Officer, CEO of the S3I initiative. Just remember the name of this person. S3I's initial focus was set on the building of affordable and sustainable homes in the Caribbean, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, India, and Pakistan. So India is also a part of this. In total, the projects combined promise to deliver more than 1 million affordable homes over the next decade. Decade means a period of 10 years. So statement 1 is correct. Statement 1 was about affordable housing. So this we have already seen. So UNOPS S3 initiative prioritize affordable housing. The objective in the field of affordable housing is to provide significant support for affordable housing initiatives targeting the middle income and lower income groups of the population. The focus is on implementing these projects on a large scale. Statement 2 is incorrect. Mass rapid transport is not included in the UNOPS S3I initiative. This again, as I am saying, we could not have figured this out directly, as this is a, let's say, mass rapid transport, although mass transport is an infrastructural thing, but rapid transport is not a part of something that is required. But let's say when we talk about the metro, all right, so it's a combination of these 3 things: mass, rapid, and transport. And metro can be called a sustainable investment also. Okay, it can run on renewable energy also probably. So we couldn't have figured it out that MRT is not included in this initiative. So this is a factual question and could only have read if you specifically read about this S3I initiative. It was in news, yes. Okay, let's come to the statement 3. So UNOPS S3 initiative prioritize healthcare. So as we have already seen in Ebola, COVID response. So both of them included healthcare. So regarding healthcare, the objective is to enhance the quality of healthcare in the specified countries by providing support for healthcare infrastructure projects. These projects aim to address the need of both private and public healthcare systems with a particular emphasis on primary care clinics, hospitals, diagnostic centers, laboratories, and the potential implementation of established healthcare technologies. The goal is to bring about effective and sustainable solutions to meet healthcare demands. Let's come to the option number 4 now. So this is also correct when we are talking about the renewable energy. So it prioritizes renewable energy. Within the realm of renewable energy, the primary emphasis lies in investing in infrastructure projects related to renewable energy sources, including but not limited to solar, hydro, wind and biomass, and hydrogen. Hydrogen is much in the news again and again, green hydrogen as well. Particularly in eligible emerging markets and developing nations. So one carbon market is also an emerging market, already come in the prelims. So please read about this. The final focus is on the generation of renewable energy and the accompanying distribution and storage infrastructure. However, investments in innovative technologies and solutions throughout the renewable energy value chain may also be taken into consideration. So what we learned from this question, let me just tell you that in the modern times, 2024 and further on, these few things have always been into news. One is renewable energy. One is the COVID response. Third thing is UN systems. Because UN systems describe a, let's say, polarizing world or a global world, a global order. Okay, they don't divide the world or global order into two different areas such as West and East. But UN creates a complete global map where everybody can be included. That's why they are important. One thing, the term that is very important for 2024 is sustainable goals. Sustainable developmental goals. So as per SDG, whatever the initiatives are there that you must read as per the current affairs. Furthermore, some questions are there in the exam which are completely factual. So if you don't know about these questions, let's say I don't know, then you must leave these questions. Prelims, as you know, is only a clearing qualifying exam. So you don't need to score 200 out of 200. You can be okay scoring 100 marks also. So while in the video lectures we attempt to solve all the questions as humanly as possible, and when not possible we take the help of knowledge. So sometimes it happens that the knowledge is missing widely. 90% of the people don't know about this if they haven't read specifically about this. Alright, so just leave the question in that case. Don't engage yourself in some kind of stress because you don't know the question. Mostly there are chances, 80% of the chances are that you will figure out the wrong option. Okay, what are the chances, let's say in this question, that you will see and say, okay, health is okay, renewable energy is okay, mass rapid transport is okay, so everything is correct. So all four is the answer. When you come home you check, then answer is only 3. Okay, so it just gives you a negative mark, nothing else. So this you don't have to do. Alright, if you know about the question, then well and good, just mark correctly. If you don't know about the question, then don't try to eliminate options or use guess master. Alright, so that's all. In the next questions, in the next lectures, we'll be reading starting polity after this. So polity videos are going to be very interesting. Please watch the lectures. Alright, So thank you very much. I hope this lecture was good for you. You learned a lot. I'll be signing off and I'll see you in the next video. Have a very bright day ahead. Keep studying and keep growing.